in everything that is happening in our lives, they happen for a reason. With all those wonderful great words, I'd like to greet you. I go by the name of Nomthandazo Ngcobo. I'm here to present a digital citizenship POE assignment. In this POE assignment, I'll be discussing part 2 of my POE assignment. In my part 2 POE assignment, I'll be discussing about the elements, which one I'll be discussing about in this video, which is digital access. Digital access. My objectives that I'll be discussing through this is the definition of digital access, the overview of digital access, the importance of digital access, the examples of digital access, and lastly not least, the positive and the negative of digital access. What is digital access? What is digital access? Digital access is the key of the components and understanding digital citizenship. Today's society is very changing, and as a result of the educational world and the way our students are instructed. True to that, we no longer say the old educational world. It's no longer as the today's educational world. Today's technology is involving, appearing in all aspects of society, and has become emerging components of instruction within the classroom. We no longer learn the same way. Nowadays, today, we're learning using computers. We're learning using our own cell phones. Students are learning in the new ways that are where numeratable parents and our teachers and students in the classroom. We no longer use the same way. Our parents used to learn with books. Now we're using slides. We no longer learn the same way. As the technology appears within the classroom and the world around us, it is crucial to identify the importance for all students to be participants in this digital access. I believe that all students are participating in this digital society. This picture and these references are digital access. The major one that I'll be waiting for. This is a definition of digital access. Digital access is defined as a full electronic participation. True to that, our cell phones, our laptop, our iPads are electronic, which is a part of digital participation in society. As a parent, it is important to understand the key of components that you can also guarantee that your children are provided with equal opportunities. True to that. Within this topic, there are two major issues that parents should be aware of, including equitable access and assertive technology for those students who are requiring accommodations. Those who are not living in schools, but they are living in the apartments, they must be sure that they are living in the safety place where they are provided with student cards to enter. They're using electronic devices to protect themselves, like electricity fence. That's my best way to define digital. This is a good example of digital access. Of that lady sitting there with her laptop. That is digital access. Oh well, I'll be discussing about the overview of digital access. Okay. Educators and parents alike want best for their students. Yes, our parents, they want best for us. Our teachers, our lecturers, they want best for us. And our stakeholders, they also want best for us. That's why they are creating more digital resources that our students can be able to use. In order to do today's fast-paced world, it is impressive that we understand the equitable access. Students deserve an equal opportunity have to access in technology. Of course, we all have the equal opportunity, like here at varsity. For those children who cannot afford laptops, cell phones, blah, etc. But the institution have provided free lot of computers where you can go and use them, and free Wi-Fi. Indeed, they are providing us with equitable access and equitable opportunity. Our teachers, they do talk about us, they do talk about technology to us. We do use technology in our schools. We do most of the things that we're using now. It's a digital access through everything. While we must recognize that we are not very strict in classrooms and so on, a lot of our lectures, they let us to come, they allow us to come with our laptops and do our work. Oh, for my resources, I went through this. If you want to more about this, ma'am, you can go through this. This is digital access. Digital access is allowed here in South Africa. It's allowed here at university. It's allowed everywhere. Even at work, it's allowed. Oh, issues that are surrounding digital access. What is a digital divide? Digital divide is the issues that is surrounding digital access. It's the ability and inability for individual or groups in a population of access to general information through data to use the digital devices platform. Of course, we can't go through internet without us buying internet, without us buying data for our social media account. Do you understand? Okay. Number 2, our social issues that are surrounding digital access. What is socio-economic divide? Oh wow, that is quite interesting. It's a divide related to factors concerning socio-economic factors. Simplified at those who are afford and whom cannot afford. True, not anyone can afford to buy a laptop. Not anyone can afford to buy a smartphone. So a socio-economic, it's also a socio-economic it's divided. Our third issue surrounding digital access. What is a define in infrastructure? Oh well. This is well areas or countries are not able to access digital realms because of the lack of infrastructure. There are some of provinces that are lacking. There are some of provinces that are lacking of infrastructure. There are some of countries that are lacking of infrastructure. Like here in South Africa, most of the rural areas, a lot of schools they are not using good infrastructure for their digital technology access. A lot of schools in rural areas, they don't have that opportunity to go through those free laptops, to go or either free Wi-Fi. They are not provided with such. We are lacking infrastructure. Indeed, rural areas are lacking infrastructure. A divide in consent. This is a divide that comes because most of the internet consists the website and the information in English. And if the users do not understand English, they are at the point that they can only understand the small promotion of information they are able to access. Oh wow, indeed. Our parents, our grandmothers, our late grandmothers, they didn't get the education that we're receiving now. Our grandmothers, they didn't learn. Some of them, they didn't even allow them to go to school. So how they could learn English? How they could learn English? Of course, they couldn't. So for them to enter or for them to use to use digital access, it won't be easy. It won't be easy because most of it used everything nowadays. Okay, let me just say this quote: no English, no job. So indeed, our late parents and our parents are indeed suffering. Our lastly or not least, social knowledge and human capital. What is capital? Capital is the money to start a business. That's what I've learned from high school. Capital is money. Capital is money. Not everyone has access to have money. Not everyone has an access to have money. You must be educated to have capital. And to be educated, you need an infrastructure. For you to get that infrastructure, you need capital. So we can't either survive without having each one of it. And it is intangible assets that represent volunteers' ideas, method, process, and other intuitive talents that belongs to the company. What is human capital? Skills, 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 skills. Knowledge and experiences passed by the individual or population viewed by the terms of their values, cost, an organization or any country. Oh, this is part of our digital access. Digital access. Digital access. The positives of digital access: choosing their own style, ability of learning anytime. Oh, that is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. The opportunities that we have now, they are so great and fascinating. Boosting achievement, improving concepts, enhancing activities, increasing engagement. These are the positives of digital access. The negative of digital access: the distraction, of course, the distraction. Us learners get easily distracted. While we in class, then your WhatsApp message just got in. Then you have to go through your phone. Now you're no longer listening to the lecture. Oh, that distraction is so bad. I know, I've once went through it. Expensive idea, of course. All these electronic devices, they are so expensive. Not everyone can afford them. They are so expensive. Missing out the red stuff. Late face-to-face instructions with the teachers, especially those learners who are studying online. Oh, 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 oh. But if that's what they want, indeed, it helps them. So these are the negative of this. Lastly not least, the importance of digital access. It is important to understand that not everyone has a same level of access. True to that, not everyone has the same level of access. Some more, some less. In addition, some are chosen to engage in technology frequently, others even in point of access. Of course, indeed, that's true. Oh, whoever controls the access of digital information also controls the access of consumers. Indeed, that's the truth. In order to be the best, you have to do more than the best. With all this presentation, I like to say thank you.